Welcome into Week 10 of the LL Football Update Show, sponsored by Kegel's Produce. He is Jeff Reinhardt. I'm John Walk. We're in the studio for the first time all season because we stopped out at Manheim Central on Tuesday and the heavens opened up and started pouring rain. They moved inside, and if anybody's been to Manheim Central, it's one of the smallest gymnasiums in the entire LL league, so very cramped confines. So we said, hey, let's just shoot this part in the studio anyway, so that's why we're here. But we will be chatting with some Barons football players coming up here in a bit. Manheim Central coming off having clinched the LL Section 2 crown. They got a game this Friday at Solanco.
Barons can win it outright. They've clinched at least, fifth title in a row and 26th overall. Wow, that's a fun stat. They'll go for their 24th Section 2 win in a row here. Keep an eye on Simon and Wagner. Those two have been unbelievable in the passing game during their 5-game winning streak. Simon's got like 1,500 passing yards in the last 5 games. He's been unreal. Keep an eye on the quarterback situation for Solanco. Grady Younger has not played the last week and a half. Sounds like an injury situation there for the Mules. They lean heavily on Nick Yanetz, the fullback, anyway. He'll get a lot of touches, but keep an eye on the QB situation for Solanco in this one.
Yeah, and Evan Simon now at 7,297 career passing yards, third all-time in the LL League. 2 guys in front of him, Kyle Smith and Bear Shank, have 8,000. So Evan has a little ways to go to reach that mark. And his favorite receiver, as Jeff mentioned, Colby Wagner. He's the first LL receiver this season to get over 1,000 passing yards. So that's the 1-2 connection there. All right, with that said, we stopped out at Manheim Central on Tuesday, chatted with Evan Simon and lineman Troy Kolk. For that, we'll throw to LMP video reporter Danielle Zolkowski. Danielle, take it away.
How did it feel to score a touchdown this past week?
That was amazing. I love that. My dad was a running back and tight end, so he scored touchdowns all the time, and I got the chance to run the ball once and scored a touchdown, and it was a great feeling.
How does it feel to know that you could win your section title this weekend?
It would feel really good. I know this would be our 5th time in a row, so it would be a great feeling.
We've had a lot of success over the years. Seniors, each class has really, brought us with them, and we've learned a lot from them, so kudos to them.
What players have you counted on to have a successful season?
Definitely the Wagner twins. They rarely come off the field. They're 2 kids you can really, look forward to throwing to. That, you can just count on them. Also, Troy Kolk up front. You love seeing him in the open field running behind him. Also, Jay Carbach, he, opens holes for you as well.
What kind of challenges does this Friday present for your team?
Well, we're going to face an offense that we don't see a lot of. We see it twice a year with Cocalico, and then we see it again with Solanco. So, when you don't see it that often, you're not that familiar with it. You got to be very disciplined. So I think that's going to create a challenge in itself for us.
Okay, Danielle, thanks a lot for those interviews with Coach Hahn, Troy, and Evan. Good luck to the Barons on Friday. Thanks for the access on Tuesday. Good to be over there. Okay, a couple more games we want to hit on, including Manheim Township going for a 10-0 regular season.
Yeah, and I was going back through the archives this week trying to figure out when's the last time Township went 10-0. There's only been 2 other teams in the history of Manheim Township football to do it, so Blue Streaks could become just a 3rd. And by the way, I've also learned that the Blue Streaks started playing football in 1945. You weren't around then, were you?
No, I missed their opener. I covered week 2.
The last Township team to go at least 10-0 came in 1977. So it's been a little while. Blue Streaks have already clinched at least a share of the LL Section 1 crown. They can win it outright with a win over rival Hempfield this Friday. They've now won 9 section titles overall, and it's their 3rd in a row. And Hempfield, by the way, they're playing pretty good after a 1-4 start. They've now won 3 of their last 4. They enter Friday at number 8 in the District 3 6A power ratings, and 8 teams get in. So Hempfield pretty much playing for their playoff. This is essentially a playoff game for them if they want to keep their season alive beyond Friday. All right, one other game we wanted to mention, Pequea Valley going to Lancaster Catholic.
Yep, Crusaders, last of the 3, going for an outright title here on Friday. Lancaster Catholic clinched at least a tie for Section 3. Got to see them last week. Big win over Donegal, 32-zip. Jeff Harley was great, 209, 2 touchdowns, kick return touchdown. They were great. Pequea Valley struggling, as you know. They've lost 19 in a row now, and the Braves have not scored since week 6. They've been shut out 3 games in a row. So Lancaster Catholic goes for its 2nd outright Section 3 championship in a row on Friday. They've won 11 outright or shared section championships. That's pretty good. See if Catholic can finish the job against Pequot Valley on Friday.
Yeah, and also of note, you hit on Pequot Valley has been shut out for 12 straight quarters now.
Yeah.
Lancaster Catholic has shut out back-to-back opponents. If they have another
they
shutout,
have.
it'll be 3 straight games. Last time Lancaster Catholic did that was midway through the 2006 season, so 13 odd years ago.
Great stat, John.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. All right, and by the way, going into Friday, final week of the regular season, there's 12 LL League teams currently in the District 3 playoff window. For all that information, feel free to check out the football page on Lancaster Online, where we will also have previews of all this Friday's games, more in-depth analysis. Listen to Jeff's weekly podcast there as well. We'll have reporters out at all 12 games this coming Friday, so feel free to stick on the scoreboard on the Lancaster Online homepage, pick up a copy of Saturday's paper to read about all of the action. All right, for Jeff Reinhardt, I'm John Walk. Thank you to Manheim Central for having us out earlier this week. We'll catch you next week.